Like a few weeks.
Yeah, how have you been?
Good.
How was Diwali?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a temple nearby your place?
Well, not really nearby. It's kind of late. It takes like 1 hour to get there.
Yeah, like it's all the temples are like around an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's good that you go to the temple, though it's 1 hour distance away. Hi, Krishna
Yeah.
Smriti. You want to say something, Smriti?
Yes, Mataji, on Diwali, I got a high fever, so that's why we had planned so many things, but we couldn't do it because I got a fever on Diwali.
Oh, can I see you, or is it okay? You are just on audio?
Mataji, I'm eating Mataji.
Okay, no worries. If you still, whatever is convenient for you, okay? Smriti, you know what? I have the same story. On Diwali day, my son was down with fever just after the morning Abhyanga Snan, and he got fever. And then it was like he was the only one who was doing everything. So we were feeling Diwali because of him, Ashutosh, and he was sick, and it was a big mess. After that, my Prabhu was sick, then I was sick. So it just went on and on. Hi Krishna, Vikram. Is it Vikram?
Mataji, it's me, Isha.
Hi Krishna Isha. Hi Bol, good to see you. Look at your long curls. Okay. So Advait is there. Advait, whenever you want.
Krishna Mataji, this is Balavinda.
Bala Vrinda. I haven't seen my Bala Vrinda also for a long time. Look at your long hair. Yeah, I haven't seen you, Advait. Whenever you are comfortable, you can be on video, okay? Abhigya, can you have your a little bit camera down so that I can see you completely?
Mataji, I'm eating, so.
Okay, no worries. So when are you calling me for dinner?
When will you come?
Whenever you all come to India, you have to visit me, okay?
Okay, Mataji.
You have to call me that, Mataji, I'm here. Can we meet up?
Okay.
Okay, now that it is dinner time, today our verse or today our topic is related to our prasadam also, okay? And we will talk a little bit more about it. So what we'll do is we'll share our screen and then we'll start with our class, okay?
Mataji,
Yes.
so
Yes, Radha?
gonna talk about Tulsi Shaligram Viva because today?
Yeah, we are for the back to Godhead. I have the Tulsi glories of Mother Tulsi, okay? We'll have that as well. And maybe one class we can have it dedicated for Tulsi, glories of Tulsi Maharani. Okay?
Smriti's presentation tomorrow is good. Glories of Tulsi Maharani only.
Oh, is it? Wow. I'll try to join up, okay? Radha. Whose presentation, Mataji? Radha's, no?
Priti!
Smriti. Okay. Okay, so today I've changed my slides a little bit so that a little bit new into the new see. The colors have changed. And also
That's so pretty. That's light blue, purple, orange.
Pink.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the colors.
You love the colors? So nice.
Yeah, I really love it. It's like a sunset shade, Mataji. Don't you know daylight saving game 1 hour more?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I guess they are going to stop. I don't know if it is true or false. Well, Mataji, do you know anything? Prithvilas and Mataji? It seems that they are going to stop the daylight saving from next year.
Yeah,
I've heard
about.
I don't know. Sir, Krishna was saying about it. I don't know how is it.
I heard that they're going to stop it because that was
Mhm.
only useful for farmers.
Right. So maybe we
That's
will be. Yeah.
right.
Mataji, I heard
I-
they go back in time. Like they go like back.
Yeah. So
Like
let's
12
see.
o'clock and they just move it like to 11.
Right. So let's see what they will follow. Will they will follow the November time, or will they follow the March time? Let's see. Okay, so what we will do is you all can unmute if you all are okay, and then we can say our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya
Tasmai Gurave Namah.
Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Vishnu
Bhaktisiddhanta Swami
Vedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Veshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay. So, Abhigya? Okay, Abhigya is having a food, no worries. Isha, can you read the translation for us for the prayers?
Yes, Mataji. I was born in darkness, ignorance, and by my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Radha, can you read the second one?
Okay, Mataji. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet.
Abhinav?
Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching to the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva and delivering the Western countries, which are filled with impersonalism and voidism.
Balavrinda?
Yes, Mataji.
Can you read the translation, please?
Yeah, I offer my obeisances to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Chaitanya Prabhu, Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasa, and all other in the line of devotion.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Mataji,
Yes.
did you know I'm writing the story of Alannath?
You writing it?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. When you're done, please show it to us, okay?
I'm only writing one page of it.
Very good. Slow and steady with neat and clean handwriting. Good job. Okay. So what we'll do is last week also, I think you all recited this verse, right? 1.2.11 from the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. Smriti, do you want to read it out? You want to recite the verse?
Yes, Mataji.
Good.
Valam tattvavidas tattvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramameti bhagavan iti sabdyate.
Very good. Then we have, who else? Isha?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Tatvedi, tatvavida.
Vadanti, beta. Vadanti. Start from Vadanti.
Vadanti tattva vidas. Tatvam
Vidas.
tavidas. Tatvam yajnanam avyayam brahmeti paramameti bhagavaneti sabhaya.
Sabdete. Okay. Radha? Haripur. Radha?
वदन्ति
Well,
तत्तत्त्वविदास् तत्त्वं यज्ञानमद्वयम् ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवान् इति शब्दते
Abhigya.
वदन्ति तत्तत्त्वविदास् तत्त्वं यज्ञानमद्वयं ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवान् इति शब्दते. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Balavrinda.
Mataji vadante tadvavidas tadvam yajnanamavyayam brahmedi paramatmedi bhagavanidi sabhyate.
Very good. Then Abhinav.
Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sabdyate.
Good. Then Advait.
Okay, Mataji. वदन्ति तत्तत्त्वविदास् तत्त्वं यज्ञानमव्ययं मामेति परमामेति भगवान् सप्यते. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Okay. Did everybody get a chance to read it? Am I missing anyone? Okay. Yeah. Abhigya, can you read the translation for us, please?
Okay, Mataji. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagavan. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, so yeah, stop this presentation. Okay. So now after this verse, so this again for this week, we'll have this verse and then we'll start with the next verse, okay? And then one week, what we'll do is whatever verses we have learned till now from the Srimad Bhagavatam, these are the important verses again, which everybody should know. So we'll just see how far you all have come. So now we are on Canto 3. Somebody knows which canto we are on, which verse we are doing? Any idea? We are on Canto 3, chapter 6.
3 Mataji.
Yes, Canto 3, chapter 16 and the verse number 8, okay? And the chapter's name is, oh Krishna, the two doorkeepers. I have this put up over here so that I can see it properly. Yeah, the two doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, Jaya and Vijaya, cursed by the sages. Okay, now see in the last few, I think last month also we've done this, wherein we had the Damodar story also related to it, right? But then this chapter, or in this canto, this chapter is very beautifully the Lord has instructed it, okay? And the Lord has given instructions in different forms, wherein the Lord describes what the Vaishnavas are, what the devotees are, and how we should be interacting with them. Okay. Who else has not read anything? Hare Krishna, Satvik. Hari Bol. Satvik, do you want to read this translation of the 8th verse from chapter 16?
Okay.
Whenever you feel comfortable, you can come on video, okay?
I do not enjoy the oblations offered by the sacrifices in the sacrificial fire, which is one of my own notes, which with the same relish as I do the
The delicacies.
delicacies overflowing with the ghee, which are offered to the mouths of the brahmanas, who have dedicated to me the results of their activities, and who are ever satisfied with my sada.
Very good. And who are ever satisfied with my prasad. Okay. So who is this I? What do you think? Who is this I who is talking? Krishna. The Lord is talking, right? The Lord is talking that I do not enjoy. Does the Lord say, have you ever seen in any temple, the Lord is saying, okay, give me this, give me that to eat. What is the Lord hungry for? What do you feel? What does the Lord really need from us?
Devotion.
Devotion. What
Results,
else?
results from our activities like off.
Very good. Very good results. Wow, look at Smriti all in pink. So results from our activities, like whatever you do, you just offer it to the Lord, right? How many of you say, oh, I studied very hard and I got 100% in my exam? Look at Satvik. Wonderful. I've just taken the same picture, Satvik, in one of our prayers. I'll just want to show you. Where did it go? Where did it go? 1 second, okay? I think I have taken this prayer. Where did it go? 1 second. I did take this picture somewhere. See, Satvik, we have a similar photo over here on the screen, right? The same as you have the as your backdrop. The same we have. Okay, so coming back to our verse. So the Lord does not say anywhere, that give me any specific substance, right? The Lord is waiting for our devotion, for our desire, and also what I was saying, how many of you are like, oh, you know what, I studied really hard and it's all my efforts that I've got good marks in the exam? How many of you say? Alvrinda is saying something, but I can't hear you. Somewhat, right? Many of us, we try to, we always try to say like, yes, it's me.
I say that to my friends.
You say it to your friends, but deep in your heart, what do you know?
That Krishna is helping me. I'm doing nothing.
Krishna is the one who will give you the power for remembrance, okay? So then, remembrance and forgetfulness. Okay, the kittens are today dancing here and there. So I just have to keep it.
Where are they? I want to see it.
They are everywhere. Now I have to get detached from them.
When did you get kittens?
Oh, they
6 months.
always come around from her house.
Yes, and they're always here and there. And they thought that I've woken up, so they thought it's like 7:30, their feeding time. So they're everywhere now. Okay, so then the Lord, what he says, I do not enjoy that. Like God is saying that, yes, you are offering everything, but then if we are going to offer it in the right way, that is going to be important. Okay, now we're going to see what is exactly the right way of offering it. So what we will do is we'll read the our prasadam prayer. So what happens is when you are offering, many a time, like because we are in a hurry, you try to just do it in a short way, right? In a quick way. But today what we'll do is we'll just read out the prasadam prayers also. So one at a time we can do it.
I'm writing the prasadam prayers in Alanna's story right now.
Oh, is it? Wow, it's such a coincidence, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Balwant, we'll start from you. Can you start with the first verse?
Yeah. Wait. Nama
Namo Vishnu Padaya.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnavardaya Bhutale Shivade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine.
Very good. Abhinav, the next one.
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Pastyanta Deshatarine.
Okay, then we have Advait.
Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Goetushe Namaha.
Very good. Isha. Isha.
Namo Brahmanya Devya
Devaya.
Devaya Gor Brahmane
Hidaya cha.
Hitaya cha Gyanadetaya
Jagadhitaya.
Ditaditaya Ditra
Krishnaya.
Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah.
Very good. Okay. So these are the prayers which we should recite. Radha? Haribol Radha?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Radha, can you read the translation for us over here?
My Lord, you are the well-wisher of the cows and the Brahmanas, and you are the well-wisher of the entire human society and world.
Okay, good. Then we have Smriti. Can you read this translation, please?
O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani, and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you.
Very good. Okay. So these are the prayers which are each prayer is recited thrice, remembering your spiritual master, and then it is offered to the Lord. So whenever whatever you're offering, see to it that if you can follow this procedure, and to begin with, you can just have the pranam mantras. But if you can have all this done in a proper way, it will be much more wonderfully done. Okay. And then see, when you have the offerings also, it is offered according to the parampara. Okay. And then it is offered to the Lord. Whatever bhoga, whatever food you are offering, it should be offered in this way. Now, why are we talking about this is? Okay. Now over here, what is the picture that you see?
I see people.
Is it prasadam distribution?
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
Mataji.
Maybe it's a procession. I think it's a Rath Yatra, and then they are distributing prasadam, right?
It looks like a Rath Yatra, like they're
it looks like
higher above everyone else.
Yes. It looks like a Rath Yatra, and then they are distributing the prasadam. So now over here, when we are offering prasadam, okay, I will have one slide for you all. Where is it? Yeah. Now the question is, who is a real Brahmana? Okay. Now what did the Lord say over here? We'll go back with the verse where the Lord said something to us, right? The Lord said, I do not enjoy the oblations of God.
Who follows all the shastras, I guess so.
Yes, yeah, we'll come to it, okay? Offered by the sacrifices in the sacrificial fire, which is one of my own mouths, with the same relish as I do the delicacies overflowing with ghee, which are offered to the mouths of the brahmanas, right? This brahmanas word is emphasized over here. We'll just mark it a bit more. Yeah. So then, who are the real brahmanas is the main question. When the Lord is talking about brahmana, so let us see who is the real brahmana that he's talking about. Is the one who is going to take your prasadam, or who is going to honor your prasadam? Is that a brahmana? Or the one who is meditating is a brahmana? Or the one who is doing the fire
The one who's
sacrifice?
meditating.
One who is doing only the fire sacrifice is the brahmana, or one who is just traveling is a brahmana? What do you think?
One is meditating.
Mataji, I think they're all Brahmanas because mainly all Brahmanas do all that.
Yes, so all
Mataji,
yes,
this is Radha. I think the one that's distributing prasad is the Brahmana.
The one
okay,
that's distributing
I think
prasadam
the one
is
who's
the real
meditating.
Brahmana.
okay.
Wait, Mataji, he's distributing or he's taking?
That's also a good question.
Because I heard you say taking prasadam. That's why I got confused.
See, one picture can be perceived in such different ways, right? Abhinav is right because he's distributing. I never saw the hand over here. When he said distributing, that time I just looked into the picture. I said, yes, he's distributing prasadam. He's not taking prasadam, he's distributing it. Right. So then now there are, see, like if one is going to do only one specific way of following the, for only one specific way, you will not be calling that person as a Brahmana, right? A Brahmana should be a person who will be, who is going to impart knowledge, one who is following the scriptures, one who is following himself and he's preaching. Abhinav, you have something to say?
When he is distributing prasadam, that prasadam gives knowledge
Yes.
and understanding to
Right.
the ones
Right.
who eat.
Right. So knowledge through action, and knowledge through the scriptures also, right? And then one who is following the Vedic methods of doing the sacrifices, or Vedic methods of doing everything. So one who is going to follow all these, and basically, you know what, a Brahmana is a person who is going to be compassionate towards each and every living being. He is not going to differentiate according to the caste creed, right? So as we have seen in our further earlier chapters, right, a person is the occupation of the person is not going to be according to the varna he is just born into. What he's taking up also decides what the person is. So the Lord is talking about this specific Brahmana, that when you are going to please the Vaishnavas. So basically for us in this Kali Yuga, we are not talking about any, even we are not talking about many sacrifices, because in this Kali Yuga, none of these sacrifices are going to be important, or none of these sacrifices will be valid. So what it is that how compassionate a person is, and how much through that person we are getting connected to the Lord, that is very, very important. Okay. So if any person is not getting you closer to the Lord, that person will not be a true Vaishnava, right? If he's going to take you away from the Lord, okay, you know what, just cook and eat, cook and eat, cook, eat, distribute. But if he's not offering it to the Lord, will this be prasadam? No.
No,
Right?
Mataji.
If this person is meditating, but he's not imparting you any knowledge about the Lord, will that help you all? Will that help us all? No. If this fire sacrifice is done and he's very proud, yes, I am following the Vedic rituals, I am a Brahmana, give me this, give me that, will he be called as a Brahmana? No. So whatever you are going to, whatever these so-called Brahmanas will do, if it is not reaching the Lord,
If
it will be
Mataji,
not.
Mataji,
Yes,
can I
Malavinder?
just say something? If you are a Brahmana, you can't be proud that you're being a Brahmana. Otherwise, you're not even a Brahmana. That's what the
Yes,
Brahmana is. They're pure, they're calm, and they're nice.
very good, very nice, very nice. Okay, so then this is what, where did it go? Yeah, so this is what is the real Brahmana, when the Lord says that the Brahmana should be pleased, and then eventually I will be pleased by those offerings, right? So see over here also, now the Lord accepts sacrificial offerings from the Brahmanas and devotees. And elsewhere it is stated that whatever is given from the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas to eat is also accepted by the Lord. And that is the reason when you are offering, we are offering it in the proper way, so that you are following the proper parampara. Now, there is a story related to this, which is mentioned in this in the purport of this verse. It is about Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur. Okay. Now, the story goes in this way is that see Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur, they had been calling for the Lord, they had been praying that the Lord descends in this world, so that whatever wrong is going on, or the Lord is needed in this world that time. And Advaita Acharya, he performed Tulsi Puja on the banks of the Ganges, and he was like, he was calling for the Lord with intensely he was calling for the Lord. And so was Haridas Thakur. We all know, right? Like the Namacharya Haridas Thakur, we say. So he was chanting, and Haridas Thakur was doing his puja. So they were always in devotion. They were always in the service of the Lord. Now, just to go into a back history is Haridas Thakur, according to his birth, he was from a um, Mohammedan family. Okay, he was from a Mohammedan family, but he had taken to the shelter of the holy name of the Lord, and he used to always keep on chanting. And see, like what we say is like, if when there is a room filled with, always we give this example, right? If you are passing through a room, which Isha, you have some question?
Yes, Mataji, I thought Haridas Thakur was from a Muslim family.
Yeah, Muslim is a Mohammedan or a Muslim family. Okay, so then when you are passing from a room which is filled with nice perfume, nice essence, if you're passing through that room, what will happen once you come out of that room? How will you
You
smell?
smell all the bad things, Mataji.
No, no, perfume means like suppose nice smell, incense sticks, a nice smell is there in a room and you are
Oh,
passing
that
that room.
smell will stay there.
You'll be sad.
You won't smell it anymore.
Yeah, but then what will your body smell like?
Bad.
Good.
Why bad?
Good, good, good.
Perfume.
Good.
Perfume and good incense sticks and good nice smell. So your body will also have that smell, right? Somebody will ask you, oh, or suppose, okay, let me give you a nice example. Suppose you're going to the temple and after the Narsiha Aarti, you have the Narsiha stick put on your hand, right? And then you are already in the temple environment. So there's nice dhoop everywhere. So you are from the temple. So will somebody understand that you are there in the temple? Because you might have that small smell on you, right? That fragrance on you. But at the same time, if suppose you're passing through a place which has smoking or smoking smell or which has very foul smell, when you come out of it, you yourself will feel stinking smell on your body, right? Does it happen? You must have not experienced it, but suppose like if it is there's some foul smell coming from somewhere, you start feeling that vibrations everywhere, right? You start feeling, oh, it's not so nice, it's not so nice. So this is what happens when you are in the association of people around. If you are in association of good people, the good things, the good vibes and good habits, they start affecting you. And the same will happen when you are in association or when you are with bad people or when you are with not so good people, right? You might think, oh, you know what's the harm in doing this one thing? What's the harm in doing this one thing? I'm not going to do it for lifelong. So these things go on happening. So over here, Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur, they were in close association, okay? And they were asking for the Lord to come to this world. Isha, you have something to ask?
Yes, Mataji. I have actually felt that like when people like smoke or something,
Mhm.
it's like smells bad, and then it's like and then you like feel it, and then it just doesn't feel good.
Yes, right. So once what happened was, it was that Advaita Acharya was during the Pitru month where he was offering the offerings to his forefathers. He had cooked a nice prasadam, and then the first plate which was served, he served it to Haridas Thakur. Okay. Now in those times, again, they all knew that Haridas Thakur was from a Muslim family, and all the Brahmanas over there, they were a lot offended. Okay, they felt that, oh, you know what? How can Advaita Acharya offer this plate of prasadam, first prasadam plate to a Muslim person? How can he offer that? But then Advaita Acharya knew who a real Brahmana is. Okay, a person who is dedicated his life for the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, a person who has dedicated his life or surrendered his life to the holy name of the Lord, or a person who is preaching about the Lord. For him, that person was the greatest Brahmana. Okay, so when he prepared the prasadam plate, the first plate which he offered was to Haridas Thakur, and that gave us a very big lesson. See, in those times, from the scriptures, you can understand that what are our acharyas trying to teach us. So for us, like we are now understanding that yes, who is a real acharya, who is a real Brahmana. But Advaita Acharya, through his actions, he's made us understand that the a real Brahmana is one who is surrendered to the Lord, who is working for the name of the Lord, or who is chanting the holy name of the Lord, who is spreading the holy name of the Lord, and not taking the credit for himself. Right? So the first plate of prasadam was offered to Haridas Thakur, and he did not bother whether the other Brahmanas who had come over there, they got offended about it, but he did what was right. So in this verse, when we are doing the Canto 3, chapter 16, the verse 8, this is what the conclusion of this chapter was, or what the learning of this chapter is. Who has not got a chance to read today? Yes, Abhigya, go ahead.
Conclusion is that if one can feed a Brahmana or Vaishnava, it is better than performing hundreds of thousands of sacrifices. In this age, therefore, it is recommended that Haranama, chanting the holy name of God, and pleasing the Vaishnava are the only means to elevate oneself to spiritual life. But Mataji, I have a question. So, when if you offered it to like a Muslim first, and then all the other Brahmanas were like offended, isn't that like a great offense? And wouldn't that mean his like devotion would go down?
Okay, tell me, like, if you're doing something right, okay, if you're doing the right thing, okay, now this question is for everyone. If you're doing a right thing, and out of 10, 8 people are against you, okay,
Okay.
does that mean that whatever you're doing is wrong because 8 people are against you and only 2 people are with you? Does it mean that way? Should
No.
your right or wrong change according to the number of people who are supporting you is more?
No.
No, right? Whatever is right, no matter what, isn't it? So the quantity does not matter over here. The action matters. If you're doing whatever is right, that has to go to the lotus feet of the Lord, and the Lord will decide what is right and wrong. So we do not have to decide about what karma we will get from it. What the other Brahmanas did, that was their ignorance, right? Whoever understood it, they might have stood, or they might have waited again over there, or they might have come back. But for him, whoever was the right person over there, for he gave the first plate to that person, right? And that was Haridas Thakur, because Haridas Thakur had already shown, he was so much immersed in the holy names of the Lord that he used to chant for the whole day, right? So for him, he knew who the real Brahmana was. And whatever the Lord says, that already was known, right? And Haridas Thakur also, he was, you all know, right? Haridas Thakur was an incarnation of Lord Brahma from his previous life. And that so happened because of the story of that Lord Brahma had stolen the calves and the friends of Krishna, right? So when Brahmaji came to like say sorry to Krishna that he had not known that he was the Lord and he was trying to test him, and at that point Lord Brahmaji had got a boon that okay, he will be a close associate of the Lord when he comes into on this material world during this yuga. Okay, so it was so Haridas Thakur is also called as an incarnation of Lord Brahma. Okay, so everybody is done with this. At least we have understood this one part. Okay, we are going slow and steady with this chapter over here. Where did it stop? Yeah, because there are so many things to learn in this, and so slowly we will go with it. Satvik, are you okay, everyone? Did I see Satvik today? Okay, so now we'll be sharing screen wherein I know Radha is going to have it tomorrow, but we'll see how much we can read over here, okay, today in our reading. Everybody can see the glories of Tulsi Puja. I was hearing to
Yes.
Amarendra Prabhu's
Yes,
class
Mataji.
also on the Tulsi Puja, on how Mother Tulsi came into this world and everything. So let us see how many are there, what all mentioned over here. So what we can do is we'll start with Balavrinda.
Yes, Mataji.
After this, Mataji, what do we have the Madhava group after this, or we have the
Mataji, we have the Bhagavatam class.
okay, so we
Mataji.
okay, so we'll be on time. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Balavrinda, can you start?
Yes, Mataji. Shri Radha, the goddess of the
Okay. From where is this taken? From Sri Garga Samhita, translated by Shriman You have to read this. Kusakrata Das. Okay, you can start with this. Okay, you can start from here, Balavrinda.
Radha, the goddess of the rasa dance, spoke to her friends.
Chandranana.
Radha, the best of the knowns of religion, Sri Radha said, please tell me what kind of worship I should perform to please Sri Krishna. Worship that will bring auspiciousness,
Piety.
and the fulfillment of my desire. Oh, beautiful one, you heard the religious scriptures from
Gargamuni's own mouth.
Gargamuni's own mouth. Oh, noble-hearted one, please tell me what vow or what worship I should perform.
Very good. So this Sri Radharani is asking. Okay, Abhinav.
Hearing Radha's words and reflecting on them in her heart for a moment, Chandranana, the best of all friends, replied, O Radha, service to Tulasi gives the greatest piety, the greatest good fortune, and the greatest benediction. It gives Lord Krishna's association. You should always gaze on Tulasi, touch her. Then she will grant your desire. Do I read the next
Go ahead.
one?
Go ahead.
They who, day after day, serve Tulasi in these 9 ways attain the results of pious deeds performed in many thousands of millions in yugas. As many branches, sub-branches, seeds, flowers, and leaves as are on the Tulasi he has planted, so many ancestors and descendants in his family for thousands of kalpa yugas will go to Lord Krishna's transcendental abode. O Radha, by offering him every flower and leaf that exists, a person who, with offerings of tulsi leaves, worships Lord Krishna is not touched by sin as lotus is not touched by water. A home in the midst of a tulsi forest is a sacred pilgrimage place. Yamaraja's servants will never enter that home.
Very bold. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, Radha. Oh, you want to come on video, Radha? So that I can pin you?
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
For persons who plant, protect, water, see, or touch her, Tulsi burns the sins committed with the body, mind, and words. On a single Tulsi leaf, the holy places beginning with Pushkara, the sacred rivers beginning with Ganga, and the deities held by Lord Vasudeva reside. Even though stained with 100 stains, a person who touches a Tulsi Manjari as he leaves his life does not see Yamaraj. Oh friend, as four-faced Brahma cannot describe all the glories of Lord Krishna, who holds the Sringa bow, so he cannot describe all the glories of Tulsi. A man or woman who offers sandal paste and Tulsi to Sri Krishna Chandra's feet attains the result as I have told to you. Oh Gopi, serve Tulsi every day, and Sri Krishna will come under your control, having won his heart.
Very good. Smriti?
After hearing Chandrana's words, Sri Radha, the queen of the Rasa dance, in order to please Lord Krishna, began to serve Tulasi. Taking Tulasi, beautiful with many green leaves, to the middle of the Ketaki forest and placing her in a Tulasi temple that was round, tall, and 100 castles in size, beautiful with walls of gold and rubies, splendid with the outer wall of emeralds, diamonds, and pearls, decorated with chintamani gems, arched gateways, gold flags, and gold awnings everywhere, the glorious like Indra's palace. At that time of the star Abhijit, saintly Radha served Sri Tulasi. Beginning with the full moon of the month of Asvina, September to October, and ending with the full moon of Chaitra, March to April, to please Sri Krishna, saintly Radha followed a vow with great devotion. Month after month, she sprinkled Tulasi with milk, sugarcane juice, grape juice, mango juice, panchamta, and many kinds of sweet and cool juices. On the first day of Vaishaka, April to May, she ended the vow. King Vrishabhanu's daughter Radha then pleased 2 lakh Brahmanas with a great feast of 56 courses. Then Radha gave them dakshina of 100 barrels of gold and pearls to each Brahmana. The demigod showered flowers on the Tulasi temple. Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
good. Wonderful, right? Wonderful. Abhigya? Yeah. Then seated.
Then seated on a glorious throne on a gold pedestal, her eyes like lotus petals, and her gold crown and earrings glittering, beautiful four-armed Tulsi, who is dear to Lord Krishna, appeared, descending from the sky. Tulsi, beautiful as a flowering vine, with her 4 arms embraced and then kissed Radha, who wore a new Vaijayanti garland, and whose snake-like braids were covered with a yellow cloth. Sri Tulsi said, O daughter of Kalavati, I am pleased with you. I am eternally conquered by your loving devotion, O beautiful one. As if you were an ordinary human being, you carefully followed this vow.
Very good. Who did not read as yet? 1 second. Okay, I'm just going to lower all the hands. Yeah. Who did not read? Can you raise your hands, please? Isha. Okay.
This article or this whole thing?
Yeah. No. Like in this reading, did you read it?
No, Mataji.
Okay. Can you read this part now?
The desire that fills your heart, mind, intelligence, and senses will be attained. Lord Krishna will be kind to you. You are very fortunate to Tulsi, who
You are very
spoke
fortunate.
to
To
Tulsi,
Tulsi.
spoke these words, who is dear to Krishna. Radha bowed and said, May I have annoyed
Unalloyed.
devotion and enrolled devotion for Lord Krishna's lotus feet, saying, So be it. Krishna's beloved Tulsi disappeared. Then Radha, King Vrishabhanu's daughter, went home happy at heart. A devotee who hears the wonderful story of Sri Radha attained the first three goals of material life, and then the supreme spiritual goal of life.
Very good. All glories to Shri Vrinda Devi. Okay, so this was the from Back to Godhead magazine 2008 August 1 edition. So the glories of Tulasi Puja, and I really wait. Let me stop this first. Okay, and I really hope that you all will be present tomorrow when Radha is going to have the presentation on glories of Srimati Radharani. Sorry, of
Mataji,
Tulasi
Speak to
Maharani.
me, Mataji.
Mataji, it's me, Smriti.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm missing out, right? Okay, Smriti, sorry. Smriti is going to have a presentation tomorrow about the glories of Tulasi Maharani. Okay, so everybody do attend it. And if you have any queries, you can ask Smriti and she will answer you. Right, Smriti? Okay, so what we'll do is we can end the call now and then join tomorrow again. Okay. Happy Bhishma Panchak to you all who have done, and I hope the Kartik Mas was wonderful. We'll have one class where we'll have realizations if you have any, or what how you followed it, what you did. Okay, we'll have one day for it. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vaevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai,
Ki
Sita
jai.
Priti Mataji ki jai.
All the kids ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji, for your time in the early morning.
No, Mataji, thank you so much. I don't know how you do everything. Hari bol to your services.
We will, Mataji. Closing the call, dear kids. Bye bye.
Hi Krishna.